Every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done. These can be decisions about where to build roads and schools or how to reduce the price of onions when they get too expensive or ways to increase the supply of electricity. The government also takes action on many social issues. For example, it has several programs to help the poor. In this chapter, we will study levels of government. The government works at different levels: at the local level, at the level of the state, and at the national level. The local level means in your village, town, or locality. The state level would mean that which covers an entire state like Haryana or Assam, and the national level relates to the entire country. Laws and the government. The government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow these. Just like the government has the power to make decisions, similarly it has the power to enforce its decisions. For example, there is a law that says that all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license. Without laws, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. In addition to any actions that governments can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. Types of government. The first type of government is democracy. In a democracy, it is the people who give the government this power through elections in which they vote for particular persons and elect them. Another form of government is monarchy. The monarch, king or queen, has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision-making power remains with the monarch. Earlier form government. In their earliest forms, governments allowed only men who owned property and were educated to vote. This meant that women, the poor, the propertyless, and the uneducated were not allowed to vote. Democratic governments. India is a democracy. The main feature of a democracy is that the people have the power to elect their leaders. Thus, there is rule by the people. The basic idea is that people rule themselves by participating in the making of these rules. Democratic governments in our times are usually referred to as representative democracies. Under such government, people choose their representatives through an election process. These representatives then meet and make decisions for the entire population. These days, a government cannot call itself democratic unless it allows what is known as universal adult franchise. This means that all adults in the country are allowed to vote.